Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. Now, there was many games on Sunday. Victor Wembanyama ended up meeting the former San Antonio Spur and Kawhi Leonard. Let me see. Did Kawhi Leonard even play that game? He had to play that game. Let's see right quick. But yeah, Victor Wembanyama did end up playing a former San Antonio Spur, Kawhi Leonard. And they got their ass whooped in L.A. Final score was that game was 123-83. And the Clippers out-rebounded them by 11. More assists, more steals, more blocks, less turnovers, less fouls, and shot 51.6% from the field compared to the Spurs' 37.5%. Victor Wembanyama, 4 for 10, 11 points in his third game in the NBA. As far as the Clippers are concerned, Kawhi Leonard scored 21 points. He was 6 for 13, 3 for 7. Paul George, 19 points, 8 for 17, 2 for 7. Westbrook had 19, 8 for 13, 3 for 5. As they put a beat down on the San Antonio Spurs. Bones Highland came off the bench for 18, 7 for 14. He's been a real plus for the Clippers. But I want to actually talk about the other LA team across the room, even though they was not across the room tonight. Or last night, I should say. The Los Angeles Lakers played the division. I guess they had a division rival. At one point in time, it was a division rival. But the division rival in the Sacramento Kings, the new hot Sacramento Kings. Now, I watched the Kings on Friday play against the Warriors. They was with the Warriors, but the Warriors just went off, especially Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry on Friday scored 41 points. But in this game, the Kings will get their second victory, and the Lakers will get their second defeat. Now, I watched the highlights of this game. I forgot this game was even on. I actually watched this game on TV because I got Spectrum. But I forgot all about this game. Because after I watched the Bucks, watched half of the Bucks game, most of it, until the Bucks was just getting manhandled, I decided to turn that game off and watch Van Helsing. Yes, 2004 film with Hugh Jackman. I ended up watching that instead. But I do say this, Lakers start off better than what they did last year, but they had some issues. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of issues when they play the Sacramento Kings because, one, De'Aaron Fox, he is a dog out there. In this game against the Los Angeles Lakers, I want to say Clippers, one, De'Aaron Fox scored 37 points in an overtime game as well. He was 14 from 24, 3 from 8. But he also has a nice running mate that comes off the bench, Malik Monk, who also scored 22 points, 7 for 17 in 25 minutes. I did not know JaVale McGee was even on this team. And then Sabonis added in 12. I don't know about Sabonis sometimes. Sometimes it confuses me. He's a 2-time All-Star, right? But he does. I guess he does what he needs to do. Sometimes you want to see him get more active on and scoring, but I guess you don't have to do that. I guess you don't have to do that when you got DeAndre Fox and Malik Monk. But he had a double-double, 15 rebounds, and 12 points and 5 assists. Keegan Murray had 17, Harrison Barnes with 8, Kevin Huerter with 12. Not too much from the production from the bench. Sasha, I can't even pronounce his name, had 11 points. JaVale McGee came off the bench with 4. Chris Duarte, I think that's pronounced his name, with 4. The Lakers on the other side. LeBron James did score 27 points in 39 minutes. 11 for 19. Anthony Davis scored another 30 points. Taurean Prince for 20. D'Angelo Russell started out slow in this game. He was 5 for 13. He ended up scoring 17 points altogether. And Austin Reeves had a terrible-ass game. When I mean terrible, it was terrible. 5 points, 1 for 12. But look, he had Christian Wood with 11. Gabe Vincent did not have a good game, scoring-wise. 2 points. Rui Hachimura with 11. The Lakers were getting their ass kicked, especially at the fourth quarter. They was down 41-28. They did try to claw their way back for most of the game, but Sacramento had their foot on their necks for most of the game up until the last quarter, most of the fourth quarter. The Lakers did catch a lead. I think the highest they got was 6, but the Kings, knowing how young they are, the thing about the Lakers are, outside of LeBron James, are still young, but they just look like they was just trying to keep up with Sacramento from my eyes. That's what it looked like they was trying to do for most of it. And like I said, they did come back and score and get up by 6-7 points on the Kings, but the Kings just can't bounce back. The Lakers are without Cam Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt as well, so that has something to do with them. But there was no Trey Lyles for the Sacramento Kings, and he's out for a calf muscle. But this might be the mountain for the Lakers when there ain't no refs involved too. And to the idiot out there who just wants to argue, let me say this one more time before I get off here. Last year, the media was blaming Westbrook for the Lakers' woes. I do admit, Westbrook, when he first got on the team that first year, he was terrible because he couldn't do what he normally does, playing on a team with LeBron James, when the team is always surrounded by LeBron James. What I mean, controlled by LeBron James. It's pretty much the same as last year. And also, now that Westbrook is not on there, Anthony Davis, or maybe even D'Angelo Russell, will be scapegoated if this team is not good. Because, as we all know, when you play on a LeBron James-led team, especially when it's LeBron James' fault, perfect example, when they lose, this goes all the way back to his Cleveland days, when they lose, LeBron will be like, oh, I did my part, I got my points, but you still lost. That's a terrible way to lead a team by saying that. Because he has said that plenty of times. He said that in the finals. The last time he was on the Cavs and they went to the finals, he said that garbage. And we know the media is never really going to put the blame on LeBron James when needed. It's just going to go to Anthony Davis and even D'Angelo Russell. Even though Anthony Davis has, in that first game against Denver Nuggets, played like crap. He disappeared. But we know how this is. But anyways, but like I said, this is probably the mountain for the Lakers right here. They're just a mid-range team. They're not going to be a number 1 seed in the West. They're not better than the Denver Nuggets. Might not even be better than the Phoenix Suns when fully healthy. They're going to be anywhere from 5th, 4th, 5th, 7th, unless some reps do some meddling. But we already caught on to the rest meddling, so we shall see. They still got, I played 3 games now. They got 79 games left. We'll see. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, this game was actually on the 20th anniversary of LeBron's debut 20 years ago, back in 2003, which I think was against the Sacramento Kings. I forgot to mention this in the video. I think in that game, let me see right quick. LeBron's first game, I think he scored like 27 points or something like that. Let's see. Just to make sure here before I go off on here. Yeah, it was the 20th anniversary of his first game. He played against the Kings on October 29th, 2003. Let me see how many points he scored that game. This is when everybody liked LeBron James too. When he first got to the league. It was the most anticipated debut in league history. LeBron James' first game against the Sacramento Kings 20 years ago. He scored 25 points, 12 for 20 shooting, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. But the Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Kings 106-92. But he sent a clear message to the sports world that he is here. This is when the Kings were actually still good. This is when the Kings, they were still in the running to get to a finals. But, yeah. That's all I wanted to say about that 20th anniversary. Yeah, everybody thought that was going to happen. He was going to show out in his first game, which he did. I just wish he would go away now and let others take the shine, but it is what it is. Now, tell me what you guys think.